Welcome friends to a new superhero portrait. This time it's a heavy hitter, Batman. Perhaps not the Batman you would have expected, but I'm in the mood for fun, so let's go with fun Batman. If you enjoyed the video, give me a like, perhaps even subscribe, that would make my day. Let's start. There are a whole lot of Batmans to go with, and I went with the 60s Batman. One of the reasons for this is I was definitely not around when this was released, but I enjoyed the series very much as a kid nonetheless. I had a lot of fun with it, and around that time the image of Batman has been heavily influenced. My imagination of Batman has been heavily influenced by the 60s Batman. And since Adam West, the actor, has recently passed away, or not that recently, but you know, 2020, you lose track. Still, he brought so much fun to this role, and I wanted to have some fun with this, so I took this Batman. Doesn't mean it's the only Batman I will ever do. Let me know in the comment if you and which Batman you would also enjoy very much to be portrayed. You see, the way I started first was to draw the mask and the face to see where do we have portions of the face, where is the mask. This is the most mask I have yet drawn. I refrain a little bit from using the superhero mask. I did not really draw a lot of masked superheroes up until now. But I will probably not draw full masks, for example, for Spider-Man and people like that. So, but this is a very iconic scene of the 60th Batman, one almost everyone probably knows, and he's wearing costume in there. So, and Batman costume is one of the most iconic costumes, I would say, from my perspective. So, as you can see, I have concentrated heavily on the face, even with the darker pencils. So I did not make like I did in the most recent portraits. I did not just put the very first layer of my lightest pencil down. I did that only for the face, and then went in it with a little bit more contrast. And now I'm working on the mask. I'm about finished with the face part, and I started with the mask then with its own first layer. It was actually quite a challenge on multiple levels, not only the material, which is pretty unusual for me of this mask. You have, for example, the challenge of the color of the blue. I was, for the very longest time, I was thinking about how dark will I actually make the mask? How dark will I draw it in contrast to the face? And you see here that I'm going through different stages. In the end, I will put on another layer. So you see also that I did not draw his left eye from your side, from the right. I did not draw it at first because it is completely black, and I wanted to do that directly with the darkest pencil. Don't have to use other ones if I already know that is one of the darkest places where we use the dark pencil. And with the rest of the mask, I actually went a little bit with feeling, and this is a very good example of a picture where you have to go with what you see, not what you know. So if you still want to train that aspect, I say it a lot. Draw what you see, not what you know, because, for example, here it is very difficult to draw the eyes because the eyes are partly in shadow and do not, if you just would zoom into one of the eyes, they do not really look like eyes. So to make them look like eyes that fit into this painting, you really have to draw what you see, not how you would expect an eye to look. And now I'm working on the outer parts, the peripherals, the hands. I decided to not make complete hands, to not draw them in detail. I never really do, so I just tried what works with it, what amount of detail really works with it. So I went with a bit more of a stylized approach, and after I finished that in the peripherals, I actually went to town again a little bit on the face, as you can see here. And this is the result then. I am pretty happy with it. The contrast between the more detailed face and the more stylized peripherals, it works for me. I'm not sure if it works for everyone. Let me know in the comments. Yeah, that's about it. So if you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. For future portrait, feel free to subscribe. Very much appreciate that. Visit me on one of my other social media channels. Visit my Discord server. Looking forward to meeting you. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.